Hello and welcome to the September President's Message. I'm your NAPO President, Mindy Gotting, CPO, and I'm thrilled to welcome Melissa Laddick, CPO, to our President's Message recording today. Melissa has recently taken over the role of our committee chair for the Summit Program Committee, and she's here to talk all about Summit and what's going on behind the scenes and what you can do if you're interested in participating in Summit this year. So Melissa, welcome. It's great
Thank
to
you.
see you.
You
Tell us a
too.
little bit more about your business.
Sure. So I started my business 35 years ago when I was 18 years old in San Antonio, Texas. I moved from San Antonio to Florida to Queens, New York to Manhattan to now Long Island and Connecticut. I work all over the United States and I specialize in hoarding disorder. And I have also not only the designation of CPO, but CPO-CD, and I'm also
Mhm.
a certified senior advisor. So my business is what you would call wide and deep in the thick of it.
Well, we're so fortunate to have such an established veteran heading up our program this year. So I'm curious to hear, after 35 years of being a part of this community, why did you accept the position of Summit Chair this year, and how's it going for you so far?
Oh, thank you for that question. I, like many others, when you first find out you can get paid for helping others like this. You can get paid for this. You stumble upon this organization we all have at different stages. If you're watching this, then you're one of them. And that sense of community has never, it's not just the sense of community, I should say, my sense of gratitude has never left. And I get a little emotional thinking about the first time I attended, how that it was just overwhelming, that sense of belongingness, where family and friends, they think, oh, that's so neat, and they cheer you on, but there has been nothing that compares to the community at NAPO. And I would sit in the big rooms and the energy in that room, and there's been smaller conferences, smaller summits, bigger conferences, bigger summits, and every single time you can't get away from that energy. And I would think to myself, if I ever have an opportunity where I can give back, because I think of philanthropy in two parts: you can give money or you can give time. And when I
Mhm.
was little, it's like, when I grow up, I want to be a philanthropist. I couldn't even say the word right. And that's the way I look at this, is that this is philanthropy for me, and it is the least I can do to give back. And to be asked to be in this position, knowing how much Summit and conference over the years has given me, it's like the least I could do. So it's an honor for me to serve.
I love
Really.
that. That's really great to hear. So, all right, so let's talk about some of the nuts and bolts of what you've been working on. So, how can people find out more details about Summit 2025? And what advice do you have for those wanting to get involved, either as a speaker or as a volunteer?
Okay, so the first thing you have to do is bear with us, because all great things are worth waiting for, and to stay in tune to the NAPO communications. So there's going to be, very shortly, there'll be a call for proposals. And I cannot emphasize enough how needed your experience is. If you have never spoke in front of a group, if you have some great ideas, if you're just starting out, and you're not even NAPO membership yet, or you're thinking about it, or you're on the fence, we want you to apply. We want to hear your ideas. Stay tuned to the deadlines. Those are important deadlines, and they'll be rolling out in the next couple of weeks on, the request for proposals and what to do. And the same is true for volunteering. So there's enough room for all of us to make this. It really would be amazing. We want to make this the most attended and most memorable summit yet. We really,
I
really do. We can't do it without the greatness of our membership. That's what makes this organization so great, is our members.
I love those goals. I love it. I will tell you my favorite program from the 2024 summit was a first time speaker, first time attendee of the event. And she felt like she had a perspective that she wanted to share. And it was a phenomenal program. It was so interesting. I love hearing new, fresh ideas, which was absolutely what she had come in with. So yes, absolutely. Everyone has something valuable to share with this community for sure. Okay, so and I want to recap and just put an underline around if you want to be a speaker, you've got to keep your eye out for the official call for proposals, which is going to be coming out through multiple channels in NAPO. So we will
Right.
have announcements in the NAPO to do. We will have announcements on point. We'll probably have something on the homepage of the website, but just make sure that you're scanning and you're being aware because it's going to be imminent in the next few weeks.
That's right. That's
Okay,
exactly right. The other thing
great.
that
All right.
the other thing I just want to mention real quick that, every conference, every summit chair, everyone wants it to be the best, the most attended. They want to bring the best they can bring. And I think everyone before us did really everything they could do to listen to membership. This committee is no different. We took all of the feedback and we didn't read it once, we read it a lot. And the people on this committee, they represent not just veterans like myself, but newer organizers too, because we wanted a representation of membership all around. And that was the biggest feedback is like for someone that's been in for 35 years or plus that are starting to look at retirement, things like that, why should they keep coming? Right? Why? What's in it for them? And then newer people, why why even invest in it? Why even go? So we really wanted to understand and be sensitive to the investment that goes into attending because it's more than just the money, right? It's the time away. It's the time away from your business, away from your family. So what can we bring to justify that? So we really, really read everything that everyone had to say, and we stacked programming just a little bit different. We tweaked it in 3 different tracks, and those tracks are working on your business, working in your business, and working on yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
that life balance thing, whether you're looking at exit strategies or whether you're looking at how do I scale my business, or whether you are looking at what are the best practices, what are tricks of the trade. There's a track in there for each of us at different phases of our business. And I think that's dividing that. We like to label things, we like to organize things. We think that the tracks are pretty well stacked, and so that the selection is well, I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be easy because they're all going to be really good tracks, right? But it should be something that you can flow in and out of. And regardless where you are in your career, there's a really good reason to attend.
Mm-hmm. I love that. It sounds like the different tracks kind of ensure that there's something for everyone, right? Whether you're just curious about the profession or if you're just getting started, you're in your first year or two, if you're looking to refine your skills, or you're just simply taking your business to the next level. And I mentioned before, like I've been doing this 20 years, but some of the most valuable content I've been able to consume at past NAPO summits has been someone brand new on the scene that just has a different take on something that maybe I had taken for granted, and then just to hear a fresh new idea, a new perspective really then changed my thinking for my own business.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one last thing. I know we're going to make this short and sweet. Is that, when considering whether one should go or not,
Mm-hmm.
I attend about 8 conferences a year because of what my field of specialization. So I really do have to choose where I'm going to allocate those dollars, and my education dollars, my networking dollars. But I look at each conference, I evaluate with a return on investment. What is my return on investment? For NAPO, hands down, it's not just the networking, but as I age in this career, I'm looking at what is my legacy? What can I give or share with younger generations of organizers? And I don't look at it just for me, but I attend this conference representing an industry. So the return on investment isn't just like, what am I going to get out of it? But I feel that after, you know, the founding members of this organization, the legacy that they leave, the path that we are paving, this momentum is amazing right now. This is such a great time to bring this industry even further forward, and not just in the United States, but we don't want to lose sight that NAPO has an international presence. And we have people from all over the world that attend this. And NAPO really is the gold standard for this industry. And I'm not going down quietly. So as much as I can give back and as much as I can share, I always look at it like it's a give take, and I always seem to get more than I'm giving. So thank
Well,
you for this opportunity.
that's a perfect place to leave the conversation. Melissa, thank you for all of your hard work. We are so excited for Summit. Just as a reminder, so it's the NAPO 2025 Summit. It will be held on March 25th through the 28th in Chicago, Illinois. We hope to see all of you there. Invite your friends. We want to have a big turnout, as Melissa said, because it's going to be an amazing event. So thank you,
Thank
Melissa, and we'll see you in
you.
Chicago.
Sounds good. Thanks.